This staggeringly beautiful landscape is the coastline of Great Britain, an island nation which I call home. Come and explore this nation's best-kept coastal secrets and its most hidden of treasures with my friends, the crew of Cadoa.
This is where the editing magic happens. This is where it all happens. What do you think of the new intro? You like it? I hope you liked it. Put a lot of effort into capturing the very best bits, and that is the project at the moment. It's just showcasing the best of Britain, because frankly, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't think it's considered worldwide as one of those must-see destinations. People don't realise just how breathtakingly beautiful our shoreline is, and that goes for people abroad and at home. Friends of mine have seen the footage and pictures and gone, "Are you guys still in England?" Yes, we are. And this is where I need your help. You guys have been amazing at commenting and viewing and liking and all that good stuff, subscribing and bells. I love it. But there's one button that seems to be absolutely ignored. And I'll give you a statistic. For every 500 likes a video gets, on average, it gets 2 shares. The share button is something that people don't even know exists. But by hitting that share button, even if you don't really use social media, like I've just got a Facebook account, it doesn't really do anything, it's just kind of there. It doesn't matter. So I need you guys, if you can, right now, just do all the good stuff you do anyway. You want to comment, like, amazing. But just also click that share button today, because that's how we get the magnificence of Britain in front of everybody. Everyone abroad, everyone at home that doesn't even realise. We didn't even realise. But I can't do it on my own. We need your help. Just one click. Anyway, back to this episode. Let's get back to Studland.
Alright, it's a flying visit to Studland. We're only here for a couple of days, but since we are here, we're meeting up with an old friend, a guy who we met last time we actually stopped here for the first time, and that's Justin, who owns that fantastic boat Buccaneer, and he's just going to come and pick us up in a minute, take us out on Buccaneer, which is the first time I think we would have been on it moving. We've obviously been on it when we were moored up before, and he's going to take us into Poole and use that sort of local knowledge to show us some must-see places in and around the island, and then he's got to go to work, sadly, but we'll dinghy back, so he should be here any second. Yeah, I'm really excited to see him. I'm glad he's still going, because with the whole they used to run a wedding party business, and the whole COVID thing hit them really hard, so we were a little bit worried that, you know, I don't know, maybe we wouldn't see them here, maybe they'd go off and find work or have to move, or who knows, but I'm really glad they're here. So we're just aboard the old Buccaneer, and Carly's driving us into Poole Harbour, and Justin's very kindly going to give us a bit of a tour of some of the must-see places, because we didn't really get much of a chance to stop here last time. And I think it's safe to say she quite likes being behind the wheel while she's protected from the elements.
She's telling me how to look cool.
Yeah, and then you got a back race, then you can just
Okay, got it.
really easy. That's Green Islands. It's a privately owned place that's shipped a couple of times, but now the house is like a massive Canadian log cabin that burned down about 7 years ago, got rebuilt. That island was sold at about 4 million about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Harry Redknapp's old place sold for 10 million a couple of years ago to anchor up somewhere.
Yeah, mate. So while Carly does the passage planning for the next leg of our journey, we're about to leave Studland fairly shortly. But before we do, Frankie happens to own one of the coolest toys I think you could own if you're on a liveaboard boat. And it's an electric surfboard. I've tried it once, only once, and it didn't go very well. I'm not very good at it, truth be told. But I'm going to have another crack at it now. And so yeah, Carly's doing the important stuff and the passage planning, and I'm going to go play with Frank's toys, see how it goes. Wish me luck.
Okay, have fun.
So I'm over on Frankie's mothership, the Batcat, and I'm getting ready to have another attempt at this e-boarding. This is my second time round to see if I can claw back the catastrophe that was me attempting it in the Itchen River. How hard can it be? So what tips do you have for me this time around?
Just stay near the front. Yeah, get up to speed, and then get up to the front. Like once you start like on a plane, you're gonna see it's gonna start skipping. Again, you need to work your way up. You know. Any last words?
Tell my mum I love her. Alright, so I'm back on board the Batcat, and I think it's fair to say that went mildly better than the first time I tried. Possibly. I think it's fair to say that I'm not really much of a surfer. As much as that pains me to admit, not so much. Frankie out there, he's going to show us how it's actually meant to be done. Let's check him out. Alright, good morning guys. I've just got out of bed, and we're going to be leaving Studland today. As beautiful as this place is, the whole point of this year's trip is to explore new places that we've never been, and well, so we can share them, so you guys can see them too if you haven't already. And today we're going to be heading to a place called Mupe Bay, and it comes highly recommended by people who are just said it's jaw-droppingly beautiful. We've also read in Tom Cunliffe's pilot book that it is a place of staggering beauty, so can't wait to go and see it, can't wait to capture it on camera, and can't wait to show you guys. And I'm just looking in the viewfinder here, my face is lobster red. I clearly spent way too long in the water yesterday, forgetting that I am actually a ginger and not a day walker, so going to break out the factor 50 today and stop rolling the dice with my skin. Give her a fire. Are we ready to sort this anchor out?
Yeah, I was just filming Hank. Check him out.
Hanky's such a sun worshipper, it's ridiculous. It's actually really handy because he's a really energetic dog, especially in the sort of winter time and the autumn time. He loves gallivanting around, but when the sun comes out, he actually becomes much more lethargic, and he does also sleep a lot on the boat, so it makes it much easier to handle him on the boat, especially when it's a sunny day. He just relaxes and sleeps and stretches out and yawns. But then, when, you know, early in the morning or in the evening, once it's cooled down a bit, then we can take him to land and he has a good gallivant around. Here's from the decks. Perfect. We good? Just about to put the mainsail, and there is what I can only describe as some kind of armada coming out of Poole Harbour. It is a sunny Saturday, so I suppose everybody who's been locked down forever in a day has just run down to the boats and said, right, let's go out. Either that or there's some kind of regatta going on that we don't know about, but it's a phenomenal amount of boats. But we're going to get the sail up now and join in. Alright, I'm just bracing myself here as we're heeled over. Lots and lots of tacking going on today, and why not? When you've got weather conditions like this, you know, if it takes us a little bit longer and we're under sail to get there, what does it matter? And you know, last year, you know, we spent most of our time motor sailing everywhere, so again, it's just one of the things we want to work on this year, just become more proficient in sailing. And how do you do that? You sail. Much more time at anchor, and obviously the upgrades we've made to the boat to try and make it feel like we're kind of still connected to shore power. We want all the creature comforts, and we just want to be as sort of off-grid as we can. But I think we've got one more tack to make after this, and then we're going to be heading into Mupe Bay, and I have it on good authority. There's some good fishing spots there as well, so I might even get the rod out later. Who knows? How are we doing for time, Captain?
Maybe 45 minutes, so an hour in total.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We're heading over there.
I love that. That's the best thing about sailing, isn't it? For any friends and family that don't really get sailing, they're like, where are you going? We're like, oh, we're going over there. I don't know how well you can see them behind me, but we're just motoring in now to Mupe Bay, and we've got the most stunning cliffs. I think this was kind of like mined chalk or something. It looks like it's been slipping, but then we've got these staggering cliffs all down here. They all look absolutely stunning. Yeah, this will be us for the night, I think. How beautiful is this?
I'm going to aim in between the pirate ship and the rest of the boats.
Okay, ship and the rest of the boats. Okay, yeah, well, let's just go in and have a look. There's the pirate ship, and where's the rest of the boats? Oh, someone looks excited to be here.
Yes, you just pinned me down. Yeah, excited. Do you want to go over there?
All right, hey guys, so we just want to say a few thank yous. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know the buttons to click. But this is just a thank you to our patrons. You guys are absolute legends for supporting us. Some of you have been with us for so long from all around the world, and it's super humbling and very, very flattering that you guys choose to spend not just time with us, but directly support us. We've had a whole bunch of new patrons that have all signed up very recently, and so we just wanted to do something a little bit different and just take an opportunity to thank you guys personally. So you wanna
Yeah, thank you to Mike Talbot, David Britton and Chuck Bulow.
I'd like to thank Graham Clark, Nick Merritt, and I apologise in advance if I pronounce this surname wrong. Carly and I have literally gone over this several times. I'm not sure if we agree yet, but I'd also like to thank Chris Guglielmetti. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It's a phenomenal looking name, and please do feel free to correct me.
We also have Dawn Granger and James R.
And a big thanks to Steve Barrister, who's also come on board recently as well. Thank you very, very much. And one more extra special thank you to one of our patrons who's been with us a little bit longer, to Ken. You know who you are, over the pond. Some of you may or may not know, I cunningly managed to crash my drone, and it now resides at the bottom of the sea. And I've got a little drone to sort of fill the gap. It's not as good as the one I lost, unfortunately, but that wasn't cheap, and I can't afford to buy another one. And Ken very generously offered to send his drone that he said has been sat on the side for a year over from the States, and that was ridiculously kind. You know, if you have a cool down period and change your mind, won't hold it against you. But if you does turn up, wow, that's an incredibly kind offer. Yeah, and all of you have just been so amazingly generous. So yeah, thank you. Sincerely.
A big thank you.
We've got to get ready because tomorrow we embark on our biggest and boldest passage to date. That's not going to make any sense at all with where you are in the videos because I'm putting this in. But if you were a patron, you'd be right up to where we are. You'd know exactly what's going on. So if you want a little bit more insider knowledge, then feel free to join us on Patreon. If not, just hang on a few videos time and it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. I promise. Right. Anyway, see you guys later. Take care.
See you. Did I just do that?
You did the mad one again. You got a crush on Mads or something? Seriously?